I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like if it's certain situations, you could talk to a person. You express how you feel. They express how they feel. Y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or you might start seeing it from another person's point of view.
They got to figure that out over there. So it's not a thing of me having an issue with her. My only issue is why you leak my number. Okay. It ain't no thing. Oh, I want him and he's married to you. And it's not that. I'm a girl's girl. So when it comes to like that, that's not it. We all know that Remy was already out here having her little boy toy or whatever friend. He done came out and done said it that they were in a relationship 2 years.
Wow.
So
Remy Ma appears visibly frustrated, and tensions are clearly escalating. Reports are now circulating that Claressa Shields allegedly tried to have someone target Remy. Their feud has been ongoing for a while, with public exchanges online, all seemingly tied back to papoose. Although Remy once challenged Claressa to settle their issues in a boxing match, the fight never materialized. Instead, it's alleged that Claressa intensified matters by sending individuals after Remy, though they reportedly missed. Now, there are claims that Remy was hospitalized. While it sounds like something out of a movie, the hostility between the two has been brewing for a considerable time. Let's step back and understand how it reached this point. It began when Remy Ma was recently spotted at a hometown event. She shared the stage with Trey Songz and Connie Diamond, performing their remix of Ghetto and Ratchet. Everything appeared routine until Remy modified a line in her verse, sparking immediate attention. The original lyric was, "Got a problem? Be safe. Some F you want your ninja, I take him," but on stage, she altered it to, "If I wanted your ninja, I'd take him." Delivered with sharp energy, a fierce expression, and undeniable confidence, it led many fans to believe she was directing a message at Claressa. It's important to remember that Claressa has been publicly linked to Pooch recently, something Remy is undoubtedly aware of. The change in lyrics wasn't seen as random. It came off as a deliberate statement implying, "I had him first, and I could reclaim him if I wished." The confidence, or perhaps lingering resentment, had many wondering if Remy was still harboring feelings about Pooch. Following Remy's pointed performance, Claressa wasted no time in firing back with a freestyle of her own. In a video that quickly circulated online, she appeared standing in front of a luxury vehicle, outfitted in a bomber jacket, trucker hat, sunglasses, and heavy chains. As the beat dropped, she labeled herself a face splitter. It was hard not to assume this was aimed squarely at Remy. Claressa's freestyle highlighted her wealth and elevated lifestyle, exuding confidence and making it clear she was not to be underestimated.
I'm a face splitter. Why you say you fight men? Cause I hate you.
Hate them.
Yeah, they talk tough, but they ain't killin'.
They not.
You punch her like you sip straight liquor.
Here's where things took an unexpected turn. The public was largely unimpressed. Comment sections were quickly filled with remarks such as, "It's giving I want to be Remy vibes," and "Cringy how ironic it is that Remy was just performing." With Mayo at Madison Square Garden, and now Claressa is rapping and dressing like Remy. She should stick to boxing. The criticism was widespread and sharp, with one comment in particular seeming to strike a nerve. Claressa later tried to downplay the situation on Instagram stories, presenting herself as unbothered, but the community wasn't convinced. Instead of silencing Remy, Claressa's freestyle seemed to amplify comparisons and portray her as desperate for attention. From there, matters spiraled, and the situation became increasingly concerning. After Claressa's freestyle failed to land and online backlash grew, rumors began that Remy had been involved in an incident. Observers noted that Remy hadn't been active. No public sightings, no social media posts, no live appearances. Meanwhile, whispers circulated that Claressa, who has significant street connections in Michigan, might have allegedly sent someone after Remy. Some rumors even claim Remy ended up in the hospital as a result. While nothing has been confirmed, given the combination of loyalty, emotional turmoil, and public embarrassment, it's not outside the realm of possibility. What is undeniable is that Claressa isn't just a professional boxer. She's well connected. If anyone could orchestrate something without direct involvement, it would be her. Amid all the controversy, Papoose has been spotted seemingly unfazed, vacationing with Claressa, smiling, and showing no signs of distress. This has led some to believe that while Claressa may have lost the rap battle, she could be winning the bigger fight. She appears to have secured the relationship, responded with her own freestyle, and now Remy has fallen silent. No updates, no appearances, no rebuttals. It feels as if she's vanished. Remy's unusual silence has not gone unnoticed. If there's one thing the public knows about Remy Ma, it's that she rarely remains quiet for long. Her sudden disappearance has fueled speculation. Some believe she's lying low due to the alleged attack, while others suggest she may be plotting a powerful return. However, Claressa should tread carefully. Remy isn't just tough, she's formidable. She's the type of woman who backs her words with action. This is no longer a typical rap feud. It feels like a volatile situation ready to erupt. Having served time before, Remy understands the consequences but isn't likely to back down if provoked. That willingness to risk it all makes her far more dangerous than any diss track or social media post. The stakes are high, and one wrong move could reignite a battle neither side can control.
He came up every day? Every visit?
For the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a match, you have a visit every day,
Right,
so it alters on the weekends, on Saturday or Sunday. So literally the
Every
first
day.
year,
How
he
far
came
is
every day.
Bedford Hills from?
It's about 45 to an hour, depending on
So
traffic.
he was running up there every day, like coming up there.
Yeah,
Be back tomorrow.
it got to a point where I had to tell him, like, yo, like, I'm good. I'm all right. Like, and I guess, like, when he believed it, that was all right, and I was like, he was like, all right, cool. And then he'll come, like, a little bit less. He'll come, like, 3 times a week. Or
Let's be honest, Remy clearly has a deep love for Papoose. He has been her solid support system, and if Claressa is trying to interfere in that bond, Remy might be willing to take drastic measures to defend what she has built. Now that they share a child, it's no longer just a relationship. It's a family. If Remy sees Claressa as a threat to that, it's not far-fetched to think she would do whatever necessary to protect it, even if that means confronting Claressa directly. That's right, Remy could be approaching this as, I already have the child. All I need now is the husband and peace, and no one, not even a champion boxer, is going to get in the way. For those who believe Remy is all talk and no action, it's important to revisit her past. Remy doesn't have the history of someone passive or harmless. Back in 2007, she was convicted of shooting someone outside the Manette nightclub. The victim, Nikita Barnes-Joseph, claimed Remy suspected her of stealing money. Instead of resolving it calmly, Remy allegedly resorted to violence. Although Remy stated the shooting was accidental, the court didn't accept that claim. She faced charges including weapon possession and attempted coercion, ultimately receiving an 8-year prison sentence.
Are you happy with it? I'm innocent. You can always say that. Nah. Get out of this old
She served 6 years before being released, but it's clear that when Remy feels wronged, she doesn't shy away from taking action. Fast forward to 2019, Remy was arrested again, this time accused of punching Brittany Taylor, a fellow cast member, on Love and Hip Hop New York. Even a single slap backstage led to serious legal consequences, including a restraining order. This incident reinforced that when Remy feels disrespected, she doesn't simply walk away.
Realest that I can be to you. Stop playing these social media games. People get hurt every day from playing on social media. Brittany, you're 4'10", baby.
What does that mean?
That means that you're really little. That's what that means.
I don't care.
It's kind of impossible to be with the when you're 4'10".
And it didn't end there. In 2021, Remy's son was implicated in a murder case. He was arrested for his alleged involvement in a shooting that resulted in a fatality. The news sent shockwaves across the internet, leaving many questioning the environment around Remy. It painted a picture of ongoing turmoil, almost like a modern-day Bonnie and Clyde situation within the family.
Remy Ma, her son is charged with first-degree murder.
Hypothetically.
There's not a hypothetical.
Well, not hypothetically, but how you say he's not?
He's charged. He hasn't been convicted of it.
Right.
But he's charged with it. You know, which makes it very sad, you know, because remember, she went to prison for shooting a girl over a money dispute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Even 50 Cent felt the need to warn Claressa. When someone like 50 speaks up, it's usually a serious sign that a line has been crossed. Reports suggest that Claressa has been aggressively seeking Remy's location, treating the situation more like a boxing match than something far more dangerous. When Claressa began speaking recklessly, 50 Cent allegedly stepped in, warning her that if she continued down this path, she could face real consequences. This wasn't just a casual warning, it came from someone familiar with how quickly things can escalate when you provoke the wrong person. Claressa, used to competing in the ring, may have underestimated the kind of conflict she stepped into. Remy isn't just a rapper, she has a serious background and understands the realities of the streets. Those close to her say she still has strong ties with individuals from her Terror Squad days, many of whom remain active. Meanwhile, Claressa seems to be balancing her roles as a rapper and boxer. In contrast, Remy might be thinking several moves ahead. Whispers suggest Remy isn't sitting idle. She could be waiting for the perfect opportunity, not to respond with words, but with action. She may already be observing Claressa's habits and surroundings carefully. Behind the scenes, there are claims that Remy has been discreetly gathering information, reviewing phone logs, revisiting old interviews, combing through DMs, and assessing the full scope of the situation. Rumors even suggest that a friend who remained neutral during the Piap and Claressa controversy has now sided with Remy, allegedly providing her with screenshots, messages, and location details. While Claressa continues her gym sessions and podcast appearances, Remy might be preparing her own form of response, one rooted in strategy, not social media hype. When Remy moves to prove a point, it's not for fame. It's about making a lasting statement. Let's consider the possibility. If this truly was an attempted hit, or even if someone close to Remy warned her, there's a strong chance authorities could soon step in. Remy, having dealt with the legal system before, likely wouldn't be the one to involve the police directly, but law enforcement may already be paying attention. Rumors suggest that Remy has quietly brought in a private investigator, and reports claim that someone linked to the alleged plot has already come forward with names. Meanwhile, Claressa appears to be changing her behavior, canceling appearances, updating her security team, and allegedly consulting legal experts behind the scenes. If Remy or anyone else can produce credible evidence showing Claressa initiated or encouraged any form of violence, prosecutors could act swiftly. Potential charges could include conspiracy to commit harm, attempted assault, intimidation, or even obstruction of justice. Any association with violent behavior could seriously damage Claressa's career, leading to suspensions, the loss of sponsorship deals, or even being blacklisted by major media outlets. Public perception would also shift dramatically. If people believe she targeted another woman, especially one who's a mother, her reputation could take a major hit. But now, I want to hear what you think. Is Remy simply keeping a low profile? Or is she setting the stage for something bigger? Could Claressa really be bold enough to make a move against someone like Remy Ma? And what about Papoose? Is he just caught in the middle? Or could he be playing a bigger role behind the scenes? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next part of this unfolding story.